Hello viewers, this is Lipa Puhay. I'm now on my main door and just like 10-15 meters from where I stand now, it's it's the woods that I usually go, and in the middle of it there's a lake. So what I'm going to do today is I will just try to go around the woods, take a walk, and at the same time maybe I will find some mushroom. I'll pick them up and maybe I can make some chanterelle mushroom pizza tomorrow. We'll see if I will find something. So follow me and then we go into the woods. So now I'm on my way inside the woods, and today it's kind of foggy here. Actually, in this area it's already bought by an architect. I think he will be building a house here, somewhere here. So this is just totally in front of where I live. There, I live there, and this is the opposite side. But the owner of this lot is, I think they didn't get the permit yet. So I have my neighbor there. So houses here looks like that. Today it's kind of foggy, but it's also nice for you to see how it looks like when it's foggy here. It's very common if it's autumn season. In the morning, sometimes you don't even see anything. So this is one of my hobbies that I do, walking into the woods. And it's just so relaxing, you know. When I look at there, from where I live, it's like it's so dark in here. But when you are inside the woods, it's actually not dark anymore. So for those who are new in my channel and had never seen my videos before, I will tell you, this area where I live, it looks like I'm living in a countryside, but actually I am just very near the city of Stockholm. And Stockholm, by the way, is the capital city of Sweden. So I will continue my walk. And the thing that is nice when you walk here is that if you look at that, it's all soft moss vegetation. And so, you know, when you're getting older, you're not getting younger, you will be starting to get pain on your knees. So I advise that you take a walk in the forest, because it's so soft to walk on the surface, you know. This place, there are times that it can really be full of how do you say it, chanterelle. It can be the yellow chanterelle mushroom or the funnel chanterelle. Funnel chanterelle, they are called funnel because they look like funnels, but then the color is kind of brownish, and they are very good source of vitamin D. So while walking, I will be talking about vitamin D. If you live in an Asian country where you have access to the sunlight most of the time, you don't have to, I mean, almost all year round, then it means there is no problem for you to get a lot of vitamin D, because the sun is the great source for vitamin D. But if you live in a country where we have a long winter, like here in Sweden. Our winter can be very exaggerated, you know. Like you can have a winter for like almost half the year. I mean, it's just like for the first time you get this snow falling down, you appreciate it because it's really beautiful. But when as time goes by, sometimes it can be like November, it will start to snow. In the north part of Sweden, they already have a lot of snow. But as what I said, I'm living very near the capital city, which is Stockholm. And we usually doesn't have our snow that early as those places in the north. So we kind of have sometimes we can have snow during November or maybe December or maybe by January. It's not totally the same. Last year we didn't have a snow in January. We didn't have a white Christmas. So it's like that. But anyway, I will continue. The main and the very good way of getting a lot of vitamin D is being exposed to the sun, or you get the sunlight. But in here in Sweden or other European countries where we have snow and we are all covered and the sunshine is limited, we can have a sunlight for like, you know, from 9 o'clock, and sometimes there's no sun at all. It's all covered by the clouds, so you don't get the sunlight at all. And it means we can never get a lot of sunlight, and it means that you can be lack of vitamin D in this area. So it is very good if you don't have it, that you have some kind of something where you get vitamin D. Mushrooms are a very good source of vitamin D. Or else you can also take some vitamins that has vitamin D. So me, I have some vitamins that has vitamin D, and then as much as I can, I try to eat mushrooms. But you know, not everybody likes mushrooms. Some people never likes to eat mushrooms. I'm glad I like eating them. At first, before, I never liked to eat the mushrooms here. Not even the mushrooms in the Philippines. But then later on, there is one tip I will give you. If there's something you never like to eat, try to eat that food one piece in a day. And I will tell you, later on, you will love that food. You will love eating it. Because my first time eating this mushroom here in Sweden, I really feel like, oh, what is that? It tastes like woods. It tastes like in the woods. But then later on, I was like, when I learned a lot about it, that this, it's not so easy to go down on the hill here. When I learned about it, that this wild mushrooms, especially the wild mushrooms, when I learned about it, that they are so good and they are the best source of vitamin D, then I really tried my best that I will learn eating them. And so actually I learned to eat them. So now I like eating them. Actually, this area before has a lot of mushrooms growing, but I don't see even a single one now. I don't know. These mushrooms, now I see them. I will show you. They are not fully grown yet. So I will not be, or maybe I will take them because look, that's how they look like. We call it the funnel chanterelles. See? The funnel chanterelles. Maybe I can take some for today because, but there are some, it's a lot here that are still very small. And today I didn't have with me, I usually have a basket with me, but then sometimes if I'm not sure if I can find or not, I bring a paper bag. If you are new to mushroom picking, one advice, never put your mushrooms in a plastic because you will totally destroy the mushrooms. Have them in a paper bag. Or the best way if you can have your basket. But today I didn't have a basket because my purpose actually of coming here is not the mushroom. I will just, you know, take a walk. But anyway, I find this, I will take some because I am planning to make tomorrow pizza with mushroom toppings. My husband likes it. He normally doesn't eat it before I came to Sweden. When I came to Sweden, everything that I get interested of, I Google it, and then I found you can make a pizza with a mushroom topping. And then when I did it, they love it. If you don't want to make the pizza because you know it can take time, then actually you can just do it if you have a toast bread. Yeah, you can do it with a toast bread. I will be showing you later when I will do my mushroom pizza or my toast bread with a chanterelle mushroom. So it looks like that. Some people are telling me sometimes, oh, it's scary. I mean, you inside the woods, but this woods, it's just so near where I live. You can't believe it. On the other side of this, it's actually a national road. And then this is not really a very big nature reserve. We call it a nature reserve actually. And a lot of people take their walks here. Maybe it's quite too late for me now. It's because the time is like, I think it's almost 4, and it's like this. It's kind of dark already. That is why here in Sweden it's very common that people, you know, they get tired, they get depressed, because as you see, it's getting dark. But anyway, I don't see more of those mushrooms. This area actually doesn't have a lot of it. There's another area, but I have to walk to be in that woods. I have to walk for like 15 minutes. But this one is just in front of my house. So sometimes if I just am in a hurry to take a walk, then I go to these woods. But if I really want to pick up mushrooms, then I go to the other woods that is not so near. Oh, it's just so nice on my feet, you know. And there's one thing, if you go into the woods and it's kind of wet because it had been raining a lot of times, this kind of shoes are really good. Why? Because they are waterproof. It's not so nice to take a walk in the woods when it's wet and you don't have a waterproof shoes. So your shoes should be waterproof. Anyway, I will continue to walk here and we'll see if I will see more, or else it's okay. See, walk and walk and walk. So this is the other side of it, and it's like that. Some people they jog in this area. Me, I don't know. I don't like to run. I'd rather walk. I can just walk and walk. How long will it take? But I love walking than running, you know. I don't like running, but walking, it's so nice to be walking. We'll see. I have to go down there, and you know, I have to be careful because it's nice, so nice to fall down here. So I walk in this area. It's not only me going around in here, so I'm sure that other people had already picked the other mushrooms here. Here in Sweden, people can always pick up mushrooms in any forest. They can always go and pick up berries, mushrooms, as much as you can. But you are not allowed to destroy any vegetation. So it means you're not allowed to, you know, break the branches and all this thing. But you can pick up mushrooms as much as you can. So see, that is the lake there, and what you see, it's only fog. If you people wants to see the beauty of that water, oh my god, it's just really dark. I usually do fishing there with a fishing rod during summer. Now you almost don't see anything because it's just so foggy. It's a lot of fog, and so you don't enjoy watching it. It's just so peaceful here, and I don't know where to go. Maybe in this side. In this forest, it's not all parts of it that grows mushrooms. So if you don't know the woods, the areas here, you can never find mushrooms. But me, I know already. And so when I come and I want to pick some mushrooms, I know the areas where they usually grow. But then when I'm there and I don't find anything, it means some people had been here already and had picked the mushrooms. So when we go back to the vitamin D, people in Asian countries, you get a lot of vitamin D because it's a lot of sunshine there. If you're living in Europe, especially in the north part, like here in Sweden, it is not so easy to get vitamin D. So a lot of people here, maybe not everybody, are actually, I have to walk very slow. When you walk so fast, you don't see any mushrooms at all because you have to look at the ground carefully. But I can see that someone had been here already. So if somebody had been here already and had picked up mushrooms, then it means there's nothing left for me. I had to wait again that there will be more mushrooms to grow. This kind of mushrooms that you usually pick up in the forest are not cheap to buy, because the yellow chanterelles, the color is yellow, very attractive. They are, you can get them for like 200 to 250 Swedish crowns a kilo. And how much is that? 200, so it's like $20, $20 to $30 US dollars a kilo. So they are not cheap. So people here, if they have the opportunity that they can go and pick up mushrooms, they do it. Like me. Sometimes if I can be really very, very lazy, well, I can buy, you know, some grams of the mushrooms. But then most of the time I pick up my own mushrooms. I love doing it. It's just exciting, you know. When you find a mushroom, you feel this excitement inside you. It's like you found some gold in the forest. It's true. And not only me, things like that. A lot of Swedish people who love picking up mushrooms, they feel the same. I usually have a place here where I see a lot of mushrooms. Oh yes, here it is. Now you have to see this. These are the mushrooms I'm talking about. See? So if you look at it, it looks like that. See? So those are the mushrooms, and we call it funnel chanterells. There are other chanterelles that the color is yellow. I have to stand or sit on the other side, and it's just really exciting. Oh, I love it. And here again, the thing with these mushrooms is like, if you see a bunch of them, look around you and there is more. Like this, that one. So now I will show you. Here is my bag. I'm so lazy today. I didn't bring my... So I will pick them up one by one, and they look like this. I will show you. It looks like this. This mushroom, the funnel chanterelles, are full of vitamin D. They are the very good source of vitamin D. And when does these mushrooms grow? Yes, they grow during autumn time. These chanterelles, these funnel chanterelles, they only grow during the autumn time. But it has to be an autumn that is a lot of rain, or else you will never find them. If it's kind of dry on the ground, they will never grow. So I was right. And this place, it's the same place. So if you find a place where mushrooms are growing, every year go back there, because they will grow totally on the same place. So as you see, it's like that. So I didn't bring a basket too, because if I am bringing a basket, then people who will see me, who didn't know that there are mushrooms here, they will think that, oh, so there are mushrooms in that place. I will also go and pick. So that is why sometimes I want to be a little bit, you know, discreet. So see, I have already my bag. It's just so nice. When my kids were small, I usually take them in the woods. And so all of them, the three of them, they know how to pick up mushrooms. They are good in it. So that's what I told you in my other videos before. Train your kids so they will know things that you learn. It's so sad that it's a lot of things you know, and you never share it to your kids, and your kids will never know it, because in the future it's sad that here is more. Look. So, oh, isn't it so beautiful? That is really nice. Oh my goodness. I never thought about why I didn't bring my basket. You know, I have a lot of baskets because every time I go to the Philippines, I buy baskets in the Philippines. And then I had a friend who has also a lot of it, and she knows that I love picking mushrooms, so she gave it to me. If you look at this, it looks the same, right? But actually this is not edible. You cannot eat it. It's kind of poisonous. Why? I will use this one. If you look at the back, so it's so different. And the one I'm picking up is, I will show you, looks like this. No, I have a bigger one. It looks like this, and that one is so different. And when you look at the back, it looks like that. And I don't know, maybe it's only the mushroom picker that have this kind of thing, that, yeah, that's what I said. If the first time you eat it, you can really sense that it's kind of, you know. Oh, there it is. Look at that. There it is. There. Oh, this is really a good one. Look. So I will start from that one. I will be cleaning this when I come home, like that, like that, like that. So it's really plenty, but it's only this area that I have to pick because it's getting darker, and it's better that they remain on the ground. And sometimes I leave some for the reindeers. The reindeers now are really very hungry. Why? Because now the food in the forest are getting, it's not so plenty anymore. So I pity them that they can really be very hungry now. Anyway, it's kind of, if I go around the whole forest here, I can really, did you hear it? So it's a national road there going to the city of Stockholm. If you take the bus, it will only take you for like 20 minutes and you are already in the capital city of Sweden, which is Stockholm. So we'll see here. Careful, careful, Evelyn, because here is very, very deep. But these mushrooms likes to grow in this area, you know. They love it. So me, I had been picking mushrooms for like for like 5 years, more than 5 years. Because when I came to Sweden, I didn't know it. I didn't know how to pick up mushrooms. I studied it myself. I read books. Everything can be learned. I mind you, there were a lot of things shocking for me when I came to Sweden. I ask people, I read books, and I think this is enough. I can pick some other time, you know, because it's getting darker now. Anyway, it's not so much of people who knows this area. Some people think that there is nothing here, there's no mushroom here, so they just come, they just, you know, jog here. But me, I know it's totally the same area. I pick up mushrooms every year. So if I was thinking like today I want to pick up mushrooms, it had been raining now for like 2 weeks, No, it's like the whole of October it had been raining. So when the weather is like that, it rains a lot, these funnel mushrooms loves it, and they will grow because they really like it. So I will go. I don't know if we find somewhere else, but it's kind of dark already. So anyway, I'll finish my walking, but it was really very good. I got some in this paper bag. This is not sponsored, but it's H&M, and it's a Swedish brand. I have heard some people telling me that it's expensive to buy in H&M in Asian countries, specifically in my country, Philippines. But I will tell you, here in Sweden, it's not. And if they go to sale, they are really very cheap. And here, so as you see, it's so nice, right? I hope someday we can have a lot of sun, so I can go around here when it's a lot of light, and it's really beautiful. But today it's almost no sun at all, and now I know it's getting darker and it will be darker. So I have to go back before it will be totally dark. So viewers, this is it. I have my my paper bag of this chanterelle, and now I have to go back. I have to go back and make some pizza. So thank you so much for watching, and see you again next time. This is Liva Buhay. This is Evelyn of Liva Buhay saying bye bye.